Yeah. Hey, you know, me never fail to me. You see me. I live real life, Buffet. I live real life. I don't get on the internet, foods and shit, to try and pretend and live some sort of fake lifestyle. Ah, no, bro. I don't get on the internet to to live a fake lifestyle. Nah, bro. Nah, not me, bro. Not me, bro. Now I have to go and rent a car. I have to go and rent even clothes. You understand that? I don't live that kind of life. I don't live that kind of life. Yeah. I'm getting up every morning and then I go grind. Go grind. I either make it or I don't. I don't have any expectation. I don't need to have expectation. I either make it or I don't. End of story. That's my mentality right there. That's where my mentality is. So I don't wake up and and think of ways to lie to some of you out there about the life that I live. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that because none of the chains, none of the money, none of this materialistic stuff will ever make a difference. None of these materialistic things, none of these materialistic things will will actually get to have an impact on anything besides maybe uh, connections that I need to have, or or maybe I have to buy data, or maybe happy jump rope. Hello to you too. Um, these materials, this money, this listening stuff, um, what does FY stand for, bro? Um, oh, from Pakistan. What's up? What's up? Happy jump rope, my friend from Pakistan. Yeah, man. Very glad to have you on the live, bro. Welcome, welcome, bro. Welcome. Happy jump rope. Although, my room is, dark, but I'm gonna go outside right now. So either way, you know, this money, yeah, I'm not famous. I don't wanna, yeah, I'm not famous. Of course, I'm not famous. And fame, yeah, fame is something that actually lies. Fame is something that is one of the things that deceive us. Fame is one of the things that throw us out of place. Fame is one of those things that have us separated from our brothers and sisters. Fame is what dilutes our minds, makes us go mad. Success, you see, you need to have success. You must have success. You understand that? You must have success. Ernie SOIO. What's up, bro? What's up, Ernie? Yeah, yeah, I'm popping for real. I'm popping. I'm popping off right now. I'm popping off right now. South Africa, happy jump rope, South Africa. So, bro, for real though, I'm telling you, I'm being real. I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? Some other people, they be hiding behind the money. They be hiding behind the money. Some people, they be hiding behind the money. Some people hide behind the money. Some people use the money as a manipulative tool. Some people use the money to mask things that they feel they lack. Yeah, some people think that if they have the money, certain things are gonna be complete. No, bro. Don't lie to yourself, bro. Don't elude yourself. Don't delude yourself and get to thinking, yeah, if I got the money, or if you check, if I come across a dude who has the money, that's gonna make a lot of 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 change. That's gonna bring about a bigger difference. Nah, bro, don't lie to yourself, bro. People people who hide behind money, people who hide behind materialism, materials, are the most insecure people in the world. People who hide behind money and materials and cars and fleshy things are the most insecure people in the world. No matter how tough their persona may appear to be, they are the most insecure people in the world. And I'm not saying this because I'm bashing people who have cars, who have things, who have this, who have that. It's what I'm talking about is based off common observation. Common observation. That's all there is to it. People who hide behind their money, their materials, their glistening stuff, their shiny stuff, are the most insecure, most emotionally discombobulated people. I repeat, people who hide behind money and materials and glistening stuff and diamonds and all that are the most insecure people ever. They are the most mentally discombobulated individuals on the planet. And this is not a bash towards money and all that. We obviously have to work and make money and survive and buy things and have buying power. Now, if someone thinks that I'm bashing money, shame on them. No, this is not a bash towards money. You understand? And those who think that I'm bashing money, I'm dissing money. Shame on you, my man. The case that I'm making here is that it's good to be a person, to have a job, or to work, or to run your own business and make your own money. It's very good. But don't hide behind the money, bro. Don't use the money to justify why you have to be a pessimistic person, to justify why you must diss certain people, to justify why you must talk lies on other people because you have the money. Nah, bro. Nah. Because even if you do have the money, you may have the money right now, but you may never know. You'll never know. You'll never know. You may have the money, you may have the privileges, you may have what you may have, but my friend, you'll never know. That is to say, going around dissing people, throwing shade on people's name, disrespecting people because you are in a better position. You think that disrespecting people because you're in a better position is going to make your position more better? Uh, Suga. You really think that disrespecting other people because you're in a better financial situation is going to make your situation sugar. I tell you, what I'm talking about, it's what I've observed in myself, of course, that eh, having a lot of money and making it apparent, it doesn't make a difference. It just doesn't. Like having a lot of money and making it apparent, as in bringing it to the eyes of people, it doesn't make a difference, my friend. Because people are gonna want to just manipulate you on the basis of you being in a privileged situation. So it's vice versa. It's vice versa. You know what I'm saying? People like sometimes it's like you may be in the position to have money and be privileged, but it's like at the same time you can't be in the position to just show off, right? Because you may not know. People may resort towards manipulating you due to the fact that you do indeed have privileges. You are indeed in a position of privilege. So we ought to make sure that we don't take advantage of people and we're not taken advantage of. Young Bam. Young Bam. Um, Shout out to Happy Jump Rope. Um, from Pakistan, he says. Shout out to Ernie Ernie SOIO. The ones that are active, of course, on the chat. So yeah, shame on those people who think that, yeah, because now I have money, yeah, I'm going to just manipulate everyone. I'm just going to control every shame, bro. Shame. Not even to say on those bases. Yeah, now that I have money, I'm gonna be respected for the mere fact that you have money. Okay, maybe the people who are like really like desperate for like stuff. Yeah, but then the people who are like woke, like they be seeing what they see, and they be like, nah, you know what? You may be in the position of being privileged. You may be in the position of being in the midst of someone who's privileged, young mom. Whether it's that or whatever it could be, it's your responsibility to remember that, ish, it's this person, their money, they worked hard for it. They worked hard for it, and me, you know what I'm saying? I somewhat don't have a right to dictate, you understand? To dictate and control and direct, you know what I'm saying? Because this person, they worked hard for their man. This person, I don't know what they've been through to have this money and be this privileged. It's your responsibility, Baba. It's your responsibility, Baba. And then you, the person who has the money, it's your responsibility to remember that, okay, you know what? I have the money. I'm in privilege right now. But that doesn't guarantee that I have to be controlling. I have to be manipulative. I have to use my money, my privilege in ways that are bad. No, man. Guys, wake up. Wake up. You know, we mustn't, sometimes we have to be in the position of not letting this world dilute our thoughts and dilute our true way of living and dilute the love in abundance that we really have to give. Because sometimes having money, it dilutes, bro, dilutes everything. And then suddenly it's like, yeah, what can they tell me? Because I have a lot of money. Yeah, I have a lot of money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then it becomes pessimism all the way. It becomes, you know what I'm saying? Gee, you know what I'm saying? Gee, these thoughts of egoism, you know what I'm saying? All the time, bro. You know what I mean? Um, it becomes a it becomes a road trip of ego trip. It becomes a road trip of ego trip. It becomes a it becomes an action of ego stroking when you are like, yeah, I have the money now. What can they say to me? So it's like you get famous. If you get famous, if you manage to get famous, as my friend Happy Jump Rope mentioned here, if you manage to get famous, it's like, yeah, I'm famous now. Yeah, what can they tell me? Da, da, da. Like that is to say, some of the people that maybe were dissing you, that maybe were disregarding you and all that, right? Because there are people who diss us, there are people who disregard us, there are people who talk down on us, right? And as normal human beings, of course, we're gonna process that. We're gonna process that, and then in our heads, it's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna get my get back. These people, these people, these people who be talking down on a nigga, they're gonna they're gonna feel it, and then maybe it comes, and then you succeed, and then after succeeding, and then you decide, okay, I'm gonna show off. Like that's unwise, my friend. That's very unwise, my friend. That's very unwise, my friend. Showing off and because you showing off puts you in the position of being manipulated, right? And then being in the presence of someone who's privileged, but then it's like you want to dictate. It puts you in a more vulnerable situation because it's like the person with the money may end up being like, oh, you with me because of my money. I'm gonna make you do the stupid stuff then. Let me get outside for a second. So we can't we can't afford we can't afford to get into relationships, number one, because people have money. We cannot afford that because it may put us in a very volatile situation of control and manipulation. You know what I'm saying? So we cannot afford to get into relationships and friendships because people have money. Because I swear, my friend, in no time, you won't be free the way that you would want it to be. Because obviously, you are around the person for their money. What do you think? People work hard for their money. Some people go through traumatic things to gain their money. Yet you have certain women, females, saying that, yeah, if a man doesn't have money, yeah, he's not even a man. He's not even a man. He doesn't. No, bro. Some people go through things, through traumatic in their money. You understand what I'm trying to you making that obvious, you're going to relay that idea to that person that, oh, okay, I'm the one who's in the position of privilege now. It means that my money is all the power that there is in the world. Be smart, be smart. Think 10 steps ahead. Whether you are in the midst of a person with money, whether you are the person with money, I'm not trying to be one way here. I'm not trying to be one way here. I'm talking to everyone here. You may be in the position, well, you may not be rich. You may not be rich, young man. Yet, you could be in the position of being well off, meaning that you are able to survive. You feel me? Even if you were to be in such a position, you understand that? Think 10 steps ahead. Don't show off your money. Don't show off your resources straight off the bat. Be the type to do things because it comes from your heart. Don't be the type to do things because you are easily manipulated. You are easily manipulated because you are easily emotionally blackmailed. Don't be that type. Because you're gonna be sorry, mngani wami. You're gonna be sorry, mngani wami. Ashley, my homie, welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Off. Definitely popping off. I'm definitely popping. And I'm trying to prepare to go to work. I hope I'm not gonna be late. You see me, hey, I don't have a visa like some, so I have to prepare my water on a kettle. You understand? And mix it up a little, you know, hoping that it doesn't cook me, of course. So I'm trying to prepare for work. Trying to get ready for work. Trying to get ready for work, my friend. My friends. Trying to get ready for work, my friends. Happy jump rope. Ernie Soio. Ashleen Croft. The ones that are active on the chats, shout out to y'all 1 time. Shout out to y'all 3 times. Shout out to y'all 100 times. So even even this homie of mine, this other homie of mine, he was going off on how how I'm being unfair on women. He's like, dude, you're being unfair on women, bro. The life of the life of women and men are not the same. They're not meant to be the same. And I'm like, nah, nigga, look, maybe if it were like 80, you know, and I tell him, nah, nigga, the life of men and women are not the same. Maybe if it were 80, you understand that? Maybe if it were like the times of like BC and all that, you understand? Maybe, you understand me? But in such a technologically advanced time, oh, nigga, I tell him, bro, the time that we live in, the time that we live in is too technologically advanced, bro, for that narrative to prevail. Yeah, but the life of men and women is not meant to be the same. What? And I'm like, so the point that I was like making was that as a man, as a modern man, it wouldn't really be smart to go for women or to approach women who want to stave off you, who want to live off you. You understand that? Reason being, I proceeded to tell him the reason why I wouldn't be attracted to such women is because I was raised by women who actually do things for themselves, by themselves, whether a man is around or not. And then this guy's like, yeah, man, but you're abnormal. And then that's when I wanted to kick his ass for real. I really wanted to I really wanted to bust him up when he got to talking all that, bro. When he got to talking, yeah, but you're not normal. And I'm like, what's wrong? Like in my head, I'm like, bro, what's wrong with people? What the hell is wrong with people? What's so difficult in understanding that, bro? I was raised by women who do things for themselves, by themselves, whether a man is around or not. So hence, as I am grown now, I will never be attracted to women who can't do things for themselves, bro. I will never be attracted to women who can't get to doing things for themselves by themselves. And then he goes on to say that I'm abnormal. because of that, because I have that view, because I maintain that view. Yo, listen, even if people, even if people say that you're abnormal and all that, continue maintaining your opinions. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You see whatever you see, it's whatever. Whether people say whether people say that you're abnormal for having the opinions that you have, continue having those opinions. And you know what? On top of that, blackball those individuals. Blackball them, as in cut them off. Don't hesitate. Cut them off. You see, I'm not trying to say that I'm correct and I'm 100% correct, but I don't like people acting bougie and sassy and all that around me and making all kinds of snarky comments around me. I don't like that, bro. Like, even if you are opposing something, be oppose it in class. Be sophisticated. About how you oppose something. Don't proceed to be snarky and I don't know, like you ego stroking your ego. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. You understand me? Because if you do that, if you do such things, if you stroke your ego more than expected, do you really think people are gonna acknowledge you like that? Like, I'm not talking about the ones that are gullible, of course. I'm talking about the people that are intellectually capable. One can understand, you understand me. One can understand, one understand. I'm talking about the fact that as one individual, you have to have opinions that are your own. And if you are an individual who opposes those opinions, don't don't be a primitive bushman about it. You understand that? Oppose those opinions in a very sophisticated manner, bro. In a technologically advanced type of manner. Because that's where we kind of are as humanity. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been taking notice.